welcome back to episode 2 of the 3x3s. This time, we're doing Nick's because he's next, I guess. Now, before he shows it, I have some speculations of what I think might be on there.
3 guesses, Brad.
Okay, don't tell me if I'm right, though. I feel like maybe Bleach, because he talks about Bleach a lot.
Wait, no, I don't.
Maybe Fairy Tail, because he likes Fairy Tail. And probably Black Clover, because it's his new obsession.
New Inception.
New inception of it. Yep, there you go. Share your screen, Nick. What do you got?
Okay, first of all, I don't talk about a lot of fucking Fairy Tail. Alright.
There was a while where you wouldn't shut up about Fairy Tail. You know what it is? He gets
Because
into
I was
things.
watching it.
He gets into things and he doesn't shut up about it, and then when it's over, he acts like he never even knew what it was.
Yeah, sure.
You do that. Alright, I can't see it yet. It's still loading.
Yeah, Nick's like, remember that last time on Fairy Tail when Fairy Tail
Is it up?
No, I got disconnected. Stop.
it just says watch stream.
Yeah, I need stop streaming and start streaming again.
Shiny Charizard.
There it is. Hey!
Oh.
I got 2 of them. Oh, I got all 3 of them. Fuck you.
I was actually kind of surprised you didn't say Naruto.
Yeah, you told me I only got 3 guesses. If you would have told me I had more, I could have kept going.
You have 9 guesses. Guesses all of them randomly.
No, I wouldn't have said JoJo. I didn't think that was gonna be on there.
What
Alright,
about
Nick.
Maiden Abyss?
I know he liked Maiden Abyss a lot. All right, Nick. Same thing as we did AJ. You know.
All right.
Top left.
So these are all my favorites. Like only because they're long.
Not
so
all of,
very.
not all of these are long.
They got their moments. They're pretty long.
No.
A
Maiden
second can
Abyss is
feel.
very short. Demon Slayer's is 25 episode. Fucking Don Machi's 2 seasons and it's like 24 in
4.
total. I mean,
Yeah, it's going
4
into
seasons.
4 seasons.
4 seasons.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
you
already
counting
gone through the 3rd.
Are you counting Sword of or whatever
No.
the spinoff?
No. There's 4 seasons.
What?
They just finished the 4th one.
I haven't watched Don Machi in a while.
Anyway, first one's Fairy Tail. It follows the accounts of Lucy's adventures in Fairy Tail. All of it is from Lucy's point of view. Lucy's the blonde. When she meets Natsu in a town when she's trying to join a guild. And then, adventures ensue, and it's like 400 episodes, and it's a lot of fun. It gets boring at sometimes, but you can push through it because it gets more interesting as it goes along.
I want to correct Brad on something real quick. Brad, these are long shows. A second can feel like forever.
Alright, okay, for Fairy Tail, I would argue that not all of it is from Lucy's point of view. In fact, I would say most of it's not. I mean, it does start a lot with her writing in a diary, but when you're actually watching the show, it's not like you're watching it
All the way up
from
to
her
the end.
point of view. That's not.
It's not from her point of view, it's from her perspective.
that's-
Her point of events.
I don't know if that's true because you see things when she's not there.
She's
True.
always...
She's
but
not
she's
always there. Alright? You're wrong about this statement. Just get over it.
She could be writing it down from other people's point of views in
But
her
then
own
it's
work.
not from hers.
It's all from her journal. Shut up.
Anyway. Alright, I mean, as a complaint for Fairy Tail, the only thing I could really say is,
Filler seasons?
no. I mean, it's fine. I like it. I like Fairy Tail. I don't know if I'd say it's like one of the best, but it's definitely a passable show.
I'll never
that
say it was the best.
entertained me. If it's one of your favorites, then you're like, it's one of the best shows ever.
No.
Yes.
My opinion is I got all the way to when, what's his name? Laxus?
Yeah.
Right?
Loxus.
Lightning Dragon dude?
Loxus.
Yeah. I got to the part where they're having like a parade and he's leaving and his grandpa
Yeah,
does like the finger thing in
You
the air.
didn't get very far.
And
No,
then
not
like,
at all.
I didn't have any opportunity to watch it. And then anytime I had an opportunity, I was like, I really don't want to pick up on this again.
I mean, I will say this. I've watched a significant portion of Fairy Tail. I have yet to finish it. And I don't think I've watched it in at least 2 years.
Yeah, and they just finished it, what, like last year?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, when I got to that episode, that was about 7 years ago, I guess.
Well, on the bright side, AJ, it's all completely done now. So you can
Yes, you can watch it all.
Marathon through it.
Which is
Maybe.
exactly what I did with Naruto when it finished. Anyway, the next one was... Wait, so AJ has nothing bad to say, except that he didn't watch it all?
Pretty.
Okay,
He
okay.
didn't-
I mean,
he
I don't
didn't
rem-
feel
I
the
don't-
need to come back to it.
Well, I'm going to be real. I don't remember it.
Okay, that's
Like,
okay.
at all. That's like the only thing that I remember is the finger thing. That's it.
All right, here. I have another thing to say about Fairy Tail. I don't like Lucy very much.
Okay.
We've gone over this before. I don't care for Lucy as a character. I don't care if it's her show and it's about her. I don't like her. I do like Urza. I do like some of the other characters. I like
Juvia.
Natsu. I like Gray. I like Juvia. I like the chick whose name I don't
Gotcha.
remember, who always hangs out with Gagio.
Luffy? No, it's such an L.
Luffy.
Crossover.
No, it's like a 3 or 4 letter name.
She's got glasses and she can read real fast.
Yeah.
She can make stuff out of words.
Her name is Maya. I don't know.
Anyway, I like Urza Scarlet. She's hot. Next.
That'll be a good
so-
a good t-shirt.
Made in Abyss. Okay, it's a stunning piece of work. All right,
Mm-hmm.
it is absolutely beautiful.
Breaking out the big compliments, I see.
No. Like, if you've never seen the show, you should definitely watch it just for its visuals.
It
Well,
did
I've got
win.
news for you.
It did win Anime of the Year it came out.
And I didn't even know that. Like, I just happened to see the cover of it, and I thought, man, this looks dope. And then as soon as I started watching it, like, from the animation to the CGI, it's on point.
Okay, besides the spectacle of watching it, what's good about it? And you also
Another
didn't tell
thing-
us what
okay.
it was about.
Another thing I like about all these is their worlds that they're all based on. You know, like how they're all every single one of these, all their worlds are like different,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all thought out. They're all got like a backstory, and it's in depth. But Made in Abyss, it's all in depth, literally.
I get it, because of holes.
Yeah, there's a giant hole in the world.
It's a real big hole. And you can find shit in that real big hole. And it's worth money.
Yeah, the farther
They
you go
make
down,
the orphans do it.
the
Nice.
farther you go down, the deeper you go, the harder it is to survive.
The harder it is to come back up, too.
Yeah, and
That's
they
just
blame it on.
altitude sickness, really.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
But reverse altitude sickness.
Yeah, and then, but she meets this boy. He's like basically a robot,
He is indeed a robot.
and
She
she's like an
shoves
orphan.
shit up his butt.
Yeah, and that robot is her key to getting down deeper to see her mom.
Astro Boy.
And the farther down it goes, the more, oh my god, twisted and sadistic it gets.
does get pretty twisted and sadistic. It's very edgy and cool, but it looks very moe. It has a lot of things that I like in it.
Yeah, and it's all that plus stunning, you know.
I call it Deprarious.
I love this anime because of the visuals. The story's great, but like if it had a shit like design, it would probably be something I wouldn't watch.
Well, all I can say about Made in Abyss is pretty fucking good. I thought the little training arc with that one chick was a little boring, but you know, training arcs aren't always that good.
Yeah.
I want
finding out about the bunny, man.
I watch the movie when it comes out.
In the
or if
goop.
it's already out. I don't remember. I have a couple
Well,
volumes
if
of
you
the
guys-
manga. I
Yeah, I was gonna say if
actually-
you guys want to skip it, isn't like the first movie and the second movie like just Made in Abyss all the way through?
Yeah, I think the third one's on its way or is out or
Yeah.
something. I was to say, I have a couple volumes of the manga. I think I have where it past the show, but I'm not sure. I haven't actually read it.
AJ, you got anything for the defense or for the crucifixion of Made in Abyss?
I've never watched it, so
All right, how about this,
and
Nick?
I haven't had to ask for a defense because you both been talking about it, so I've just been listening.
When this show came out first, people were very quick to point out and jump on the fact that it sexually exploits children. Your defense, sir.
I didn't
It's
see
Japan.
that. I was too busy like
You
visualizing.
didn't see that? She was shoving shit up his butt. They go
He's a
swim
robot.
naked together, and they're like practically like. There's the part where the old man picks up the little boy and he looks down his pants and goes, "Huh, you have a real wiener. That's weird."
Okay, but at the same time, it's like
Oh, and their punishment for when they mess up is they get stripped naked and whipped. Just saying, it's there.
It's Japan, man.
Shut up,
Yeah,
AJ. Stop defending things for him.
well,
What?
I didn't watch it when it just first came out, so I didn't catch any of this like crap for it. Okay, like I just watched it for the visuals, to be honest.
I just have my eye on things. I see things like that all the time. Everybody's real mad.
You
at-
know, you're just all in these like Reddit stories on bullshit.
I don't.
Oh man, I could have put Uzaki-chan on my list.
You could have.
She's got a story. She's
Yeah,
got a
that's why I
story
like it.
behind her.
Everybody
So the
right now. Everybody's
third-
mad about redo of Healer.
So the third one, I shit you not. Okay, Naruto is a good one. All right, but Shippuden, so much better.
It's all the same show.
Yeah, I started to say that
Okay,
too.
okay. It's all the same show, but
It's a good time skip.
it is. It's a great
Fairy Tail
Wait,
has a
it's-
time skip.
and like I can't say much. The only thing I hate about it is the filler because there's so much of it, and the fact that they repeat the same sentence over the course of like 80 episodes,
Believe it.
like toward the end. No, not that. It's
Date Bio.
no. They talk about like Itachi's background, right? And they just keep bringing it up over and over. It's the same sentence over and over and over and over and over for like 80 episodes, just to push a point.
Because Itachi's a popular character. Everybody loves Itachi.
Because he was bad, but he's good. But he's bad because he's good.
He's bad because he's good.
Sounds
Yeah.
pretty fucking reasonable to me.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna
Also
kill you,
super
Sasuke, but
emo.
more like I'm gonna protect your penis.
Did you hear me, bro?
No, I did not.
The ladies love him because he's super emo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Him in My Chemical Romance.
All I can
Any-
say about
Yeah.
Naruto is I don't think I ever made it to Shippuden. Even when I tried again, watching Naruto Kai, which cuts out all of the filler, and it's just the stuff that's in the manga. I made it. I feel like I made it pretty far.
I'll put it to you this way: when it comes
They
to
were-
Shippuden, it's more like it's the Dragon Ball Z of the Naruto series. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
More action.
I have no complaints about Naruto other than Naruto himself, because I don't like him. But the world's cool, the magic's cool, the ninjas are cool, the chicks are It's fine.
Rock Lee is a god.
He's he exists. I watched him punch a Sandman.
Did he enter Sandman?
He did enter Sandman.
How come nobody's made that an anime music video of just him and Gaara
They
fighting?
probably have.
It probably got took down because of like, you know, it not being.
Okay, but all I can say,
Yeah.
if you have not watched, Brad, if you haven't watched, you know who my guy is? The flamingo guy, like the Kakashi's rival.
No.
The guy who trained Rock Lee.
He's the one that told Rock Lee to take the things off, Brad.
Yeah.
Oh,
bowl
Guy
cut.
Sensei?
Yeah, Guy Sensei.
Okay.
His first name's Mike.
I didn't know that.
Anyway. If you haven't watched it, you should look up where Mike Guy turns into like the Blue Devil and beats the shit out of Madara Uchiha. He's like the main big at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And like no one can fucking touch this dude, and then he shows up and literally almost kills himself, or does kill himself. You'll never know unless you watch it. And fucking kicks his ass.
So here's the thing, Nick. When I tried rewatching the show, right, I made it all the way to
Tuning exams?
no, I made it all the that's where I stopped the first time. When I rewatched it, I made it all the way to they got Sasuke in a barrel and Naruto's fighting a man who uses bones as weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're almost
yeah,
at the end.
And
Right? That's how far I made it. And then I was
you're almost at the end.
But I do own the entirety of the manga, and I did start reading it. And I'm
You're welcome.
currently.
But you're almost to the best part, Brad.
Well, see, here's
God.
the thing, because in the manga sphere, I'm back on the bridge with fucking Zabuza.
God, you're still with Haku and Zabuza.
But I will say, for some reason, in the manga, they don't call it the Shadow Clone Jutsu. They call it the Doppelganger, and it's weirding me out.
Yeah, Shadow Clone was so much better.
Yeah, and even in the Japanese, they call it the Shadow Clone Jutsu. So I don't know why they changed it.
Probably something.
What's that word? Where they do polls. Could have been like a poll thing. Like studies showed that Doppelganger was just too stupid. Shadow Clone
Actually,
was
it's probably something to do with we're dumb Americans, and the people who translate this stuff think that we're dumb Americans, even though they are Americans.
Yeah, I mean that manga's pretty old. But
I mean, to be fair to the dumb Americans, 2 out of 3 know how to make a 3x3.
Well,
It's a joke. It's a joke. You know how to make one now.
No, this is how dumb most, whether it's anime or manga, like translators think we are. They were the ones that got a jelly donut to be in Pokemon, even though it's onigiri.
That is a fact.
Okay.
They're like, they can't handle Japanese food. It's like,
What is rice?
That's why I like Naruto. There's nothing bad been said. Except
you
that
cut out
there's
the filler. You got a solid drawn,
You got a solid 8.
You got a solidly overly drawn out story.
Yeah.
You cut out the filler.
Yeah, which
But that's just
would
because
be like,
that dude was making so much fucking money, he just kept on writing.
yeah. The next one is JoJo, Bizarre's Adventure.
Specifically Stardust Crusaders or all of it?
All of it as a whole.
Okay.
Like the first one, well, technically the first part, because Jonathan and Joseph are all in the same season.
Correct.
I assumed you picked that picture just because it looks cool.
No, it was just the only one that didn't look shitty.
So you think it looks cool?
Sure.
Anyway,
For people who haven't seen JoJo, Nick, what's JoJo about?
Okay, JoJo, basically, it's a family that revolves around the Joestars, and it starts off. To be honest, it starts off with vampires.
It does start off with vampires.
And like,
where does it end?
It ends with
Italian
ends with a bunch of-
gangsters, at least for now.
Yeah, Italian gangsters. Giovanni, which isn't even a Joestar, but it's okay.
Technically, he kind of is.
Just because you put a demon's head on a Joestar's body,
Dio was
and
technically
fucks a woman.
adopted.
Okay, anyway.
I didn't catch any of that conversation.
Because you don't understand what we're talking about?
No, because
The main villains are usually a guy named Dante.
Dante?
Fuck.
Dante Bio.
My brain just shut off.
You're playing Devil May Cry now.
Yeah.
or are we going through the 7 circles of hell?
Oh, that's good.
My God, I can't even think of his name. It starts with a
Dio.
Dio. Fuck yeah. So I just knew it. Follows Jonathan and Dio. Dio just came from a poor family who stole a ring. Wasn't it jewelry from his parent? Like Jonathan's parents?
They were gonna loot his body, and then they realized he was still alive.
And so he saved him.
Uh-huh.
You know, in quotation marks. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but saved him.
Mm-hmm.
And so when
I can hear the quote.
Dio's dad was dying of alcoholism, he was murdered. Jonathan's dad took in Dio, and they raised him, and like that poor dog. Dio is an evil little cunt.
Yes, he is.
And I used cunt literally. Like, his
And
face looked like something you want to fuck up.
So
Anyway.
basically, the story of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is you follow the family of JoJo's on bizarre adventures.
Yeah, they don't go into space, because that's an entirely different show.
They do go into space.
Well, you know which one I'm talking about, though. It's a completely different anime.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying. Joseph does end up in space for a little bit.
Yeah, but that hasn't happened yet.
What?
Wait, did he go into space?
Yeah, that's how they killed. Because he didn't really go into space because he jumped off the rock. But the vampire Cars definitely went into space.
Yeah.
Was it Cars? I think it was Cars.
But man, so many people die, and there's so many great memes, and the music is just legit. Like, the art style is pretty badass. No.
I think the art style takes compared to other anime, it's very distinctive.
Yeah.
But it can also be very, like, once you like it, you'll like it, but at first glance it can be very
like bleh.
Yeah, it can be kind of revolting. And JoJo can be ugly when it wants to be.
Well, that's like when we were watching the openings for JoJo. Remember, where one of them was like really terrible CG.
Yeah, the show doesn't look like that though. I don't know why they chose to do that.
But it's a pretty badass world, like that where JoJo lives.
How old is JoJo? I forgot.
The world of JoJo is our world, but with magic.
Stands. Like your spiritual Gusta.
Right, but you get that by being stabbed by a magical arrow.
Arrow from a bow.
That was made in Egypt because fuck you, Egypt has magic.
Yeah. So anything you gotta say that's bad?
About JoJo?
Yes.
I felt season 5 was underwhelming.
Yeah, I didn't really like Dante.
Season 4 is definitely my favorite. Diamond is season 4, thank you. 5 is Golden Wind with Giovanni.
Yeah, that's what I said, Giovanni.
I thought you said Diamond.
No.
No, I heard Diamond. Either way, Diamond is unbreakable. That's probably my favorite one. I like Josuke. I like his powers. It's cool.
Josuke and Jotaro are my favorite.
The thing I like about
But
JoJo...
Josuke's pretty fucking cool.
The thing I like about JoJo is it doesn't have that Dragon Ball Z of, like, my power level's higher than yours kind of thing. It's literally, like, they all have, like, a very specific power, and it's about how you can use your power to defeat your opponent's also very specific power that you might not even know what their power is. And it's a thinking man's fighting show.
Like the comic book dude, man. That dude was trippy.
Yeah. But then he turns out
Anyway.
to be a good guy.
Anyway, moving on.
But think about how many
Unless
times
AJ has something bad to say about it.
Killer Queen, the guy who has Killer Queen. Think about how many
Yeah.
times they had to redo that before they got it right. Because that guy
Dude,
could reverse time.
Dude, he almost killed everybody.
Yeah. That dude's fuck. And then he got killed by an ambulance. Anyway.
Wait, there's another one where the character gets ran over by a vehicle.
It's true.
Anyway, if you guys didn't watch that, go back to episode 1 and watch that. If you're still watching, like, share, subscribe. The next one is Demon Slayer.
Oh, it isn't? Oh, you're skipping Bleach.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, Demon Slayer I really enjoy. It gives me more of a like it's set in like an old school like Japanese like time, but also modern. But
Old school Japanesey time.
Yeah, it's set in a feudal era.
it
or
is,
less.
but it isn't because it's starting to transition into like the industrial area because they have like he lives in the boonies.
So like the Meiji area. Yeah, Meiji
Yeah.
era. The same
That's when
place
Rurouni Kenshin
that
happens.
Rurouni
Because-
Kenshin takes place. Damn it, I was going to say that.
Where this ends, where this show ends, is where the movie starts, and they're boarding a train and they don't know what a train is.
What is this?
Anyway, this guy basically he goes off to sell coal because he lives on a mountain and they need food and stuff, supplies for the winter because they live on a mountain. And
Who would
when he
live
gets
on a
back,
mountain? What a loser.
yeah. Anyway, when he gets back, all his family's dead except for his sister, right? And he's freaking out because like he's got like 4 other brothers and like 1 sister that's dead. His mom's dead. His dad, we don't know where he's at. He wasn't
They're
there.
all very dead.
They're dead. Fucking dead.
Yup.
All right.
Dead.
And so he picks up his sister and he tries to run off to try to help her because she's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts turning into a demon,
Correct.
right?
That's why she has bamboo in her mouth.
No, not yet.
It's like a muzzle.
Is that why she's slaying?
Slaying dead puss.
Oh, that's her brother, man. That's fucked up.
I'd watch it.
That never stopped me, man.
You just hear the Pornhub like go off at the beginning of every show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, turns out the sister won't hurt any human. She's been brainwashed. Eventually, she gets brainwashed to not hurt a human. All humans are her family, so she's gonna protect them.
Mm-hmm.
And they even try to put it to the test by attacking her and then like cutting in her wrist to be like, "Yo, try to drink my blood." And the whole show revolves around the character trying to find the guy who did it, and the guy who did it is like the only person who can transform.
He looks
people
like
into
Michael
humans.
Jackson.
He does a little bit.
Nice.
Like he finds him in the middle of a city, and in order to like not get attacked, he turns a person into a demon like instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Does he say he?
He does not. He says
Oh.
hello.
But I will say this: one of the last episodes, you get to see like some of the main people.
I
and
believe from what I read on the internet, episode 19 hits different.
it does.
See, I've only seen Demon Slayer up through like episode 6 or so, where I watched him break the rock, and then I watched him go to the place,
And
and
defeat
he
the
met
big
the
old
Michael Jackson man, and then they went into this lady's house, and then somebody threw a ball in, and that's the last thing that happened was the ball.
Yeah. And that lady said she could help transform his sister back into a human if she gets enough blood samples from like higher ranking demons.
Yeah.
And
So
it just
what
goes
is it?
yeah.
What is it about this show that you like so much?
What do I like about this show?
I mean, it's pretty. I know that, and it's also very
The
popular.
fight styles.
It's like it won Anime of the Year the year it came out before it was even done air. No, it won Anime of the Decade the year it came out before it was even done airing. That's how fucking popular this show was.
Like, have you seen any of the water type moves that he uses?
Everybody and their goddamn grandma was jizzing their pants over Demon Slayer.
He used water
Yeah,
gun.
No. Have you seen some of his like water style? Like, weaponry?
I believe so. Yes. I mean, I've definitely seen.
Water.
It's the way they did it that just makes it look so fucking cool.
I mean, it does
And-
look cool. It's a very pretty show,
It is, and
and its intro
Like,
is a fucking
each
bang.
each character is like they have in depth. You know, like this one guy, the blonde, like he's so afraid to die. Like
He's really good when he closes his eyes.
Like when he falls asleep, he's a fucking god, but he only knows one move because he didn't learn any of the other 10 breathing techniques.
Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with this show. I can't really debate anything about it because I haven't seen it all the way through. I just know it's so goddamn popular that I like kind of hate it.
That's okay.
Nothing wrong with it.
And I can't say anything because I've never watched it.
Like, I
If
don't
it has
hate
blood,
the show.
Brad,
I hate people that like it.
You hate me for liking it?
No, I hate people that like it too much.
Oh,
Where they start going and getting tattoos of it and everything.
Well, just
that's a little excessive.
yeah, I don't know. It's just
No, it's not excessive. Little,
the
it's a
fact
lot.
that it won Anime of the Decade before it was even over
Out of an entire 10 years
Yeah.
of anime.
is
Okay, I can see your point of being mad about that
absolutely
because
fucking ridiculous. And I hate
I believe
everybody who
that
helped happen.
that award was trolled. People trolled that award.
No, it was a popularity voting contest. People voted
Exactly.
for it.
People were like, "Oh my god, this is fucking great," because it's the first thing they saw. They didn't like watch the other
Or
10
it's
years
the
worth
most
of crap.
recent thing in their memory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it should have been the fucking crayon they were shoving up their nose for being fucking stupid.
I'll tell you what anime should have won Anime of the Decade. That one where they're sleeping with all those animals. Sleeping with all of those creatures.
Interspecies.
What is it called?
reviewers?
Interspecies reviewers?
Yeah.
Interspecies.
Yeah, that should have won.
I need to
anime.
find more episodes. I've only found the first one.
They were all on Pornhub before it got purged.
Wait, they were.
Yeah.
They were.
That's fucking great. Anyway, Black Clover is the next one.
Hold on. Volume 6 of Interspecies Reviewer goes on sale in 3 months, everybody. Keep an eye
Okay. Check it out. Black Clover is the next one. Now, it's one of my favorites because I like shows that like Naruto and Fairy
Currently
Tail, like
airing.
stuff that just doesn't stop, so I can just keep watching it.
Currently airing favorite show.
What?
It's currently airing, and it's under your favorite show list.
On what?
What do you mean on what? What the fuck do you mean? Black
Are
Clover.
you talking about Black?
It's
Oh, you're
still
talking about Black
airing.
Clover. You're talking to me. Okay.
It's still coming
Yes,
out
it does.
right
It does.
now.
It starts out like super slow.
Yeah, it does.
With
But-
the best yelling voice I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Isn't
Great
Chris Abbott in
album.
this?
Yeah, I think so. I think
He's Yami.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah.
right.
Anyway, it does pick up, and when it picks up, it does not stop. Like the point of filler in this show is so abysmal. There's like 3 or 4 episodes that you could consider filler,
Mhm.
and you could skip. Like I could just, if you were to look those up beforehand, you could skip those, and it wouldn't even matter. But there's like 158 episodes, and after like, I will say 40, like after like the first battle, it picks up super fast, and it does not stop. But Asta yelling in every episode will eventually wear you down. The openings are fucking great.
Can't argue with that.
The visuals are sometimes shitty, but most of the time they're pretty great. It's the fight scenes that are kind of the hardest
I
to
would
take.
say that so far out of what I've seen a lot of dips in quality and a lot of very average, and I've seen like 2 or 3 like, hey, let's make this look really fucking good for no reason.
Yeah. Like, we got a budget. Let's make all this shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Great.
It's like, you know what, hey, we got like an extra 20 grand. What should we use it on? That scene in the first episode where he's gonna chop wood.
Put it on the
yeah.
birds. You
Put
know,
it
little
there.
birds in the sky, little extra trees.
Yeah.
Let's Bob Ross this bitch.
What about, hey, Do you think we should take some of that money we're gonna use for the wood cutting and use it for when they're walking through the forest? Nah, fuck that.
Or how about when they are actually fighting? You know, so it actually looks apparent. No, okay. Okay, I like this.
No.
Like, I like the story. The characters are pretty developable.
Developable?
Brad, when you said that, I pictured that as somebody sending it as a text, and then they're like, "Lol."
His internet's about to lag out.
I hear something
Anyway.
weird
Is that
in
a
the
word?
background of yours. Something about a
Mine?
weatherman.
With me?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, mine is not doing so hot.
Yeah. Anything bad to say about this, AJ?
I don't have anything playing, so
No, do you have any complaints about Black Clover?
not really.
Alright.
I don't really know. Like, I don't really like. I remember watching. Yeah, can you hear me?
AJ, can
Hello?
you hang up and join the call back?
Can you guys not hear me?
Yeah, back out and join back up.
Alright, say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what that was about. My internet was fine, actually. Stuff about Black Clover.
Hey, we're still looking at that screen, Nick.
I'm gonna say for Black Clover, if you're wanting to get into anime, it's fine.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good opener anime. I feel like if you've seen a lot of anime, you feel like you've seen this show before.
Yeah. Funny thing is, if somebody who's never seen anime before gets into that, and then they go and watch something like Dragon Ball Z, they'll be like, "Man, they got all."
No.
I doubt
Not for that one.
Nobody's gonna
Maybe
watch
for-
Black Clover and then go back to Dragon Ball Z. Nobody's gonna go backwards that far.
You never know.
I do know. All right, people don't like to go backwards. Nick is
Well, then
living
they'll go
proof.
to
Nick is
Super
proof.
and then try to say something like, "Man, Dragon Ball Super got a lot from Black Clover," or something like that.
Nick
You know
is
what I
the
mean?
most
Yeah, if you're
normie
dumb.
anime fan that I know, that I actively communicate with, and he won't go backwards. So that should tell you something about your average anime fan.
I won't go back.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, no, I did. I mean, we went back to Fully Cooley.
Fully Cooley's not that old though. Well, I mean, it is
2000.
old, but
It's
it's
also
not that
short
old.
as fuck.
Yeah, 6 episodes. If you can't sit through 6 episodes, I don't know how you watch TV.
Well, I mean, I didn't really start watching Naruto until after it finished. Then I
But
went back
would
and
you
watched
have
it
gone
all.
back to watch Fooly Cooley on your own, or is it because we forced you to watch it?
You didn't force me to watch it.
Oh, shut up. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, you
Would
didn't
you
force
have
me to watch
watched
it. We
it
watched the
if
video.
we weren't going to react to it? Would you have sat down and watched it on your own? Probably
If
not.
I had it, just depends. Like, it just depends on the day, to be honest.
Probably not is the answer to
Okay.
that question.
Anyway, next.
Oh, yeah, I have complaints about Black Clover. It fucking sucks.
And yet we're reviewing it right now.
I know, that's why I don't like it.
Yeah, but I didn't make you do this.
Technically, he's right, Brad. That was your idea.
Black Clover was not my idea.
No,
That was
no,
all
I'm talking
on
about.
him.
I'm talking about doing this and reviewing it.
We wrote down anime that we didn't, that none of y'all had watched, or like had like AJ watched it but don't remember any of it. And we wrote all.
You basically picked Black Clover, and then you went, no, but for real though. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. And now we're here.
I'm putting Brad through pain because it's fun.
Next
Anyway,
one.
Attack on Titan. If you don't know what
It's
Attack
okay.
on Titan is,
Nazi.
it's big ass fucking titans.
Big
that,
naked people who eat little not naked people.
yeah.
I watched the first 2 seasons.
I watched
It's
the
a-
first 2 episodes.
There's a lot of people that get murdered. I like this show for like the. It's hard to. There's a lot of. How do you describe this?
Action.
There's a lot
It's
of
got very
depressing things
pretty
happening.
action in it. I will give it that.
Yeah, like just like
And Mikasa's
after watching the
super
first
fucking
three
hot.
seasons, I'm glad I watched them, but they do not compare to the fourth and final one.
Yeah, everybody's jizzing their pants about the fourth season. I keep seeing.
Dude, it is so fucking crazy.
Also, I see people complaining that Mikasa looks too much like a man now, and those people are wrong.
That's because like she's in a new uniform and
Because
stuff.
she's
She's a
fucking
new.
hot.
Those people
Brad's
are
a
gonna
demand,
get,
ladies.
they're gonna get canceled.
Hey, I saw a thing on Twitter earlier where it was like, I think Studio Mappa is the one who's doing it right now. It's like Studio Mappa's like, what do we do? Everybody keeps saying Mikasa looks like a guy now. It's like, put her in a skirt.
But that doesn't fit Mikasa's like direction.
Mikasa Sukasa.
Oh.
I like to make Mikasa Masukasa.
Not even the same language.
Shut up.
No, I used her name. Anyway.
Everybody in that show's German. Except for her.
Yeah, everyone's basically German.
They are German.
True.
Yeah.
Except for her. She's the only Asian one.
These are the most Japanese-speaking Germans I've ever heard in my life.
I know.
Anyway, they're supposedly in season one. The story starts out where everyone's like in a 3-tier wall, basically. So there's a wall within a wall within a wall, and like the middle wall is like the rich people, fucking, and the outer wall are like the peasants and the farmers and the people who grow shit for the
I just
other
thought
walls.
of that like
It's a
dumb
great
old-
wall.
I thought of that
And then
dumb
Pink
Great
old
Floyd,
meme
Pink
where
Floyd
it's
showed
like,
up and
Yo, I heard you
busted
like
through.
walls, so I put walls inside your walls in your walls.
It's beautiful. I'm telling you, it's beautiful.
Wallception, guys. It's Wallception.
Yeah, there's a lot of jokes that can be made here about walls.
Anyway, Pink
Man,
Floyd showed
man.
up and put another brick in it and broke the first wall.
I prefer part 2, actually.
Remember when Brock Lesnar showed up?
I do. He kicked a hole in the wall.
And so everyone from the outer ring had to move to the middle ring,
Mm-hmm.
and basically they trained them to be scouts, and scouts wear like the air gear, basically with swords. That can
I
kill
will say
Titans.
some of the fight scenes with the it's like mobile artillery something gear. I forget
Yeah.
exactly what it's called, but that shit is beautifully animated.
Yeah, and they even made 2 video games out of this game,
They
this
did
show,
do that.
and it actually doesn't look that bad.
I have not played either one of them.
ODS gear.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And Aaron Yeager, that's his name, so German. You meet
Jaeger
so
is
many
German.
characters,
What are you talking
you
about?
know.
German
If
word.
no one's seen it, poor Sasha, but definitely should watch the show. Complaints, Brad, because I know you get a bunch.
The only complaint I have about Attack on Titan is it didn't hold my interest in the beginning. The first like 4 episodes or so that I actually watched, I felt like it was trying to make me care about people that I didn't care about. You know?
For no reason.
Yeah. Like just so it could kill them. Like it never killed anybody important, but it would like introduce a new character and be like, oh, look at this guy. Don't you care about them? Dead. I'm like, no, I don't. I never cared. You didn't give me
Definitely keep
time.
watching more.
You loved this person.
Like I remember one scene that sticks in my mind in particular is it's this couple who are both in the scouts or whatever, and she's like, we'll meet up right here and blah blah blah. He's like, yeah. I'm like, that dude's gonna die. And then 2
Yeah.
scenes later, she's crying and he's dead. I'm like, fucking called it. I did like the part where that guy committed suicide. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then Aaron turns into a Titan.
Nah, yeah, actually, that's where I stopped. It's when he turned.
You're
into
like,
a
what?
Titan.
You're like, what? This is stupid.
No. I don't remember why I stopped. I was just kind of bored. You know, I watched
What's
like
funny is
4
Aaron,
or 5 episodes
like,
in a row, and I just
yeah. What's funny is there's 9 main titans that keep their like mind, so they can control shit. And Aaron is called the Attack Titan at the beginning because that's what kind of Titan he is.
Boo.
Yeah, I know that's what's funny because it's Attack on Titan and he's the Attack Titan.
Something else I will say about Attack on Titan is I did, with season 4 coming out and everybody talking about it, I did actively decide to grab all of 1 through 3. I haven't started it yet, but I do plan on trying again.
Maybe we could try it on like reviewing it. Or do you want to do it on your own?
I don't know. I'll be more likely to actually do it all if we're reviewing it. But then at the same time, we'll have to wrap up Black Clover at some point to be able to do that.
All right, I'll say episode 9. We wrap it up.
Is that the end of the arc?
Fuck no, I don't know.
Well,
I think we ended the arc when he joined the Black Bulls, and now it's a whole new arc.
I want to see what's going on with the magic stuff. Anyway.
Back
also,
to
Attack on Titan. They made a couple live action Japanese movies. I did watch one of them, and there was a Titan baby.
Definitely not canon.
It was neat. The Titan baby was funny because what happened was Aaron,
a mama Titan and a daddy Titan got together.
Aaron was hanging out with this lady who was like a scout. And she was like basically talking about how she became a scout because she got pregnant, but she's not married, and so she's got a little boy at home, right? And it's the only job she can get because nobody wants her. And she's basically trying to like seduce him, and she like grabs his hand and puts it on her tit and stuff, right? And he's freaking out, and then later it's like night, and you hear a baby crying, and she like gets up to go check on it because like babies, right? And he's like, "Where are you going?" And then he's like, "Baby," and then they run into this dark, ruin, and then there's just a fucking baby Titan going wah.
She pushed that out. Oh my god!
It's bigger than like its head is the size of them, and it's just going wah. Also,
anyway,
they had a pretty cool ending theme song by a Japanese band whose name I don't know how to pronounce, but it translates to "End of the World." And
AJ, you got anything bad to say about this?
Pretty cool.
No, not really.
Okay.
Like, I mean, like I watched the first 2 seasons, but like I don't. It was like back when it first came out.
Yeah.
That's been forever ago now.
How come you never watched the 3rd season, AJ? Is it because you secretly hate Attack on Titan and everybody who likes it?
Yes.
I knew it.
No, it's because he can't watch it because he has nothing to watch it on. Even though I've given him multiple chances to watch it on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And Crunchyroll's free.
Yeah, and Funimation.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Free.
Anyway,
trying to watch.
The last
my
8th one,
penultimate.
Yeah.
If you
Don Machi.
Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon?
English title.
Yeah, it's very long English title.
So Don Machi is better.
I almost messed up and called it Don Memo, but that's the mobile game.
Basically, this guy. Anybody want to tell me his name?
What's his name? What is it?
I can't remember.
Bella.
His name is Belle.
Yeah, Belle.
What's her name?
Yeah,
What's her name? What is it?
Starts with an H.
Wow, the hentai
Hunter.
that starts with an H?
No.
Her name is Hunter Hurst Helmsley.
Yeah, Triple H.
That big old nose. You know it's him.
You know,
anyway,
it's all based off of Greek gods or
Hestia.
Roman gods.
Yeah, but I was gonna say but you know that Nick's into the Norse stuff.
Yeah, he likes Roman shit
both.
too. He likes
Norse,
everything
Roman,
that
Greek.
piques his interest for a minute.
Anyway,
Remember the time you wouldn't shut up about Animal Farm?
all these gods they descended from heaven or wherever the fuck they're from.
Mount
And
Olympus.
they came down and they started familiars. And familiars are basically humans worship them and they join their little cult and they do things for them for their god. And Belle needs a god, and the only person he can find is Hestia, and he's the only one that she's got in her group.
For now.
And he's got this perk where if he gets emotional, he gets stronger faster. And when he gets his ass beat,
it's not emotional.
Yeah, it's
about wanting to be a hero. It's like
God complex, hero complex.
It's like the Algernon or something. Is what it was called.
Agamemnon. Yeah.
I don't know.
Flowers for Algernon.
I knew what it was called once.
Yeah. Anyway,
he's also.
He gets me.
It's not revealed in the first season. It's revealed later. He is like the grandson of Zeus.
Yeah. He's also a god. He's demigod.
He's also the reincarnation of the Argonaut.
That's Argonaut. There you Argonaut. Go. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And a lot of people know, like a lot of the gods know this, but they keep it from him. Even Hestia, they keep it from her too.
Yeah.
Now Hermes keeps it from him.
I've only seen the first season of this, and apparently there's 4 now, so I'm a little behind.
Yeah.
But I do remember quite liking the first season. I also remember Belle's voice actor in Japanese is Kirito's voice actor from Sword Art Online, which means he's pretty good at screaming, unlike Black Clover Man.
But basically, there's this dungeon, right? And I don't know why it's a towered dungeon
it's a big
that goes into the
dungeon.
sky.
But
you go down.
Probably goes into heaven.
The thing that we're trying to remember, the skill thing, it's called Liaris Freeze. I would never have remembered that unless I looked it up, which I just did.
Is there an English translation?
No, that's literally what it's called.
Huh. Anyway, his first time down in the dungeon. It's not his first time down in the dungeon, is it? It's like he goes a little bit farther, and a fucking Minotaur comes up from one of the bottom floors and tries to attack him, and he's saved by this beautiful goddess. Forgot her name.
Ice Wallenstein.
Weiss. Yeah, Weiss.
No, it's Ice. A-I-S. Ice.
Or if Hestia, it's what's her call it, sirs.
Wallen, what's it?
Yeah, Wallen, what's it? Yeah. She saves him, and they make fun of him, and it pisses him off, basically, because he couldn't protect himself, and he wants to show her up. So he goes and trains by himself, and he gets almost on the level of her.
Not even
to the point
close.
Dude, and you know what? He takes down that Minotaur, right?
He does take down a Minotaur. Barely.
But she's way above that.
Without even trying. She also trained him and repeatedly kicked his ass without even trying.
Well, if it makes you feel better, that Minotaur he killed gets reincarnated as another Minotaur with a brain.
No, that's the same Minotaur. He kills the Minotaur that's like...
I know, but it gets reincarnated, and it can talk, and it wants to fight him again because in his memories he remembers this fight of getting lost.
He's talking about later seasons, bro.
That's fucking dumb, what you just said to me.
Well, you would think
he
that...
exploded into dust, and he turned in the crystal, and he turned his horn into a weapon. He can't be alive again. That's fucking stupid.
Hey, Brad, what happened to reincarnation? What do you think happens to monsters that you murder? Where do they go?
I don't accept
Back into the dungeon.
I don't accept it. I don't like it. The show sucks. I hate everything about it. It's garbage, and people who like it are garbage.
Okay, anyway. Well, yeah.
Trash.
It's pretty good
Pete.
I do consider myself weeb trash, just like the friends I keep.
Brad's the biggest weeb trash.
I was the one who started playing the mobile game first. I was the first one to give it up, though.
I actually haven't played it in
I've never played
5 months now.
I got AJ into it. He got a little too into it, and then I quit.
I spent money on it.
Ooh, that's... Don't ever...
That's why I had to...
Wait, did you spend as much money on it as you did Pokemon Go?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh God!
I've never counted the money that I put into it.
That's so.
But at least with Pokemon Go, now I can actually take those and put it on my game.
He's got a point. You know, there's a Don Machi game on Switch now.
Yeah, there is.
It looks kind of.
Is it multiplayer?
No.
It looks a little like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon in a way.
So now we get into our final one.
Oh, ReZero's got a game on Switch now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our final one. I only put this one as
Hold on,
my
hold on,
favorite
one more
because
thing,
it's
one
the
more thing, one
first
more
one
thing
I've ever
about-
watched.
One more thing about Don Machi
Go
before
ahead.
we move past it. I like the part where when Lily betrays him and like leaves
Yeah.
him for dead, and then she gets left for dead with all those ants, and then he saves her, and she's like, "But why, Doe?" And he's like, "'Cause I'm a hero and you're a pretty girl, and that's what I do." And I was like, "Hell yeah, this guy's awesome."
And
Reminds me
and
of
the
Beast
internet.
Boy saving Tara after she betrayed him.
Also, Hestia's got some tiggle bitties.
Yeah, Lolly Big Boobs, as they call her.
They do call her that.
No, actually, they
Yeah.
call her that in the show.
I know, that's what I said. They
Okay,
do call
so
her that.
the only reason Bleach is on my favorite is because it's like the first one I actually sat down and watched the entire thing of, and it's like one of the like first animes that I watched. So, I mean, Dragon Ball Z, obviously, but
I think the
you
first
know-
anime I ever watched was probably Pokemon.
yeah, and this show has its moments. Like, it has some good moments.
It's got some good openings.
But
I'll
it's
give it
just
that up.
so, like, dude, it's got probably I don't know how many openings it's got. It's got way more than any show I've ever seen. Like that, and they spent so much money on just changing up the opening visuals, like each one.
It's got 15.
I bet Naruto's got more.
It's got
Anyway.
30 endings though,
30 endings.
but 15 openers.
Yeah, so they changed up a lot, but it's pretty good. And then when it ended the first time, you know, they ended it on a good note, and then they brought it back, which just ruined it more. And then they ended it, and then they're bringing it back to finish it. It's about a boy who's like half Soul Reaper. Okay, his dad's a Soul Reaper, and he fucks his mom, and they make Ichigo, which is why he has such a high sense with spirits, and he can see them, and which is why he's such a powerful Soul Reaper.
Why is he named after strawberries?
His hair.
I doubt that. Also, to answer your question, AJ, Naruto has 29 between Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
So, endings or beginnings?
Beginnings.
What about endings?
I already closed it.
Oh. But yeah, I like the show. It has its moments. So it's like, you know, watchable. I could sit down and watch some of it and know where I'm at. Unless it's a filler.
Do you remember where you first saw it at?
Um,
Probably.
yeah,
fucking-
Toonami.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably
Nope.
Toonami.
It never came on Toonami.
Did
It
it
was
not?
Adult Swim. No, it was Adult Swim.
Oh, well,
Same
okay, well,
fucking-
it's basically the same thing.
channel.
No, I'm talking. No, this is what I mean. Like when it came out, it was actually before Toonami even went away for that long period of time and then came back on Adult Swim.
It's still
This
on the
is when-
same TV channel though.
Yeah, same station. But then I got the internet, you know, and I watched all of this while watching all of Supernatural for the first time.
So Bleach
So-
ended in 2012, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my favorite arc is when they go to Waco Mundo, but that's about it.
Waco Mundo. Sounds
Yeah.
like something a surfer would say.
So Brad,
Waco
your
Mundo,
hates on
bruh.
it?
Waco Mundo, bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Catch some gnarly riptide.
I got a fun fact
Gnarly.
about Bleach when it comes to the English voice actor,
It ruins your
Johnny
clothes if
Young
they're not
Bosch.
white.
He is a Power Ranger.
Hey, I got a fun fact about Bleach.
You
It
should
gets out
drink
stains.
it if you like bleach. Because you
It gets
should
out
die.
Anyway, what do you think about Brad? Negative?
Sorry. I was laughing at my joke of telling people to kill themselves.
Yeah, eat Tide Pods.
No, I told
In-game,
people who like
in-game.
bleach to drink bleach. Because.
Can I not say that, chat?
What?
Oh, I'm streaming
Chat.
You're streaming.
this.
What? Well, thanks for letting us know.
No, I'm joking, motherfucker. I was supposed to stream tonight, but we're doing this instead.
As complaints of Bleach, the only thing I really have would be, I tried watching Bleach once, and I didn't really like Ichigo as a character. He might get better later on. I don't know. He just came off as kind of a dick.
I hear a cat.
And the way the show goes in the beginning, it's very episodic. Like, it doesn't start with a arc that it's trying to get through. It's kind of more of a monster of the week thing that it's doing.
Yeah, well, it's getting him, like, up until the point where, you know, he gets his powers stripped from him before they have to go to the Soul Society. It's basically like that.
I do like, what's her
Starts
name?
with a K. Orihime?
I don't know.
Big titty or Rukia?
The girl with the black hair.
Rukia.
Like the first one that he meets. I like
Rukia.
her.
Rukia.
Yeah.
Orihime is the big tittied, orange-haired chick.
Yeah,
Blonde hair,
the one
brown
that
hair.
Ichigo ends up with.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he does.
No.
Mm-hmm.
She winds up with Chad.
There's
No.
a character named Chad.
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Wow, this is the worst show ever made.
Look, he's this guy right here.
0 out of 10, complete ass fuck.
No, what's it on Mao? I just want to know. I want to know what it is on Mao.
Yeah, give me a second.
What Bleach is? I think Bleach is like a 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
7.8.
That's actually not bad. All things considered. Yeah.
Yeah,
AJ, how can you complain about that? It's almost an 8.
I think Rukia is a an attractive female lead.
What's sad is I couldn't tell you what season it's from. I know that's Chad. That's he's in a Ron car. No, he's a Quincy.
Did I ever tell
There you
you that because I was so unfamiliar with Bleach, my friend in high school, he wore the hat that what the fuck's his name? It's like a white and green kind of bucket hat looking thing.
Oh,
yeah. That Kurama.
I don't remember his name. I know that
he's a guy. He's a guy. There you go.
I know that he
guy.
steals away. What's his name?
He wore like a replica of that guy's hat every day. I mean, just because I didn't know I was so unfamiliar with Bleach. When one day he randomly started talking about anime, I was like, wait, you like anime? I had no idea. We've been friends for like a year.
He's like, but I wore the hat, and he's like, I would never guess what that hat was. It's a hat.
I just thought you liked
Oh shit!
hats.
Brad, I remember her name. For Fairy Tail, Levy.
Yeah, that's right, Levy. I like her.
I knew it was a 4-letter name. It was like
blue hair.
Lucy, and it started with an L.
Nick knew it was a 4-letter word.
And it started with an L because I was saying Lucy, and then I was like, no, that's not right.
Looking at this screen right now, I need to buy a figurine of Urza. I already have one, but I need to buy another one.
I'll
You
start.
should buy the one in her cheetah outfit. No, that's a joke. But yeah, this is my 9 list. It definitely could have got better because there was more anime I wanted to add. I wanted to add Dr. Stone, and I wanted to add like Don Machi took the place of Shield Hero.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say Shield Hero was gonna be on here because it really pisses me off.
You know, something interesting about your 9, unlike mine, which we haven't seen yet, or AJ's, except for one show, this is all shonen.
I told him it was most of them were like the popular animes.
Well, yeah, they're popular, but they're all the same genre of show as well, except for maybe
Same genre, but all like different like. Except for this, we'll just block this out, okay? I mean, this has a different. Every story has its own like background upon background. It's so in depth.
Right, but that's not what a genre is. Genre.
I know.
They all fall in the same genre except for Made in Abyss.
Yeah.
They're all action, adventure, shonen.
But guess how many of them are isekais?
None.
Exactly.
That is a pretty big surprise.
It is a big surprise. It's all he ever talks about.
I do watch a lot of isekais. Like, AJ watches a lot of harems.
I watch a lot of isekais too, but I talk about
how shitty they are.
I talk about what I don't like about them.
Yeah, and then I watch it and I'm like, okay, I find some pretty good parts, and then Brad's like, oh my god, you don't ever fucking shut up about it. It's like, bro, I just brought it up once. No, you brought it up this time and this time and this time. I'm like, no, the fuck I didn't.
See how defensive he is right now? Because he knows I'm right.
Not all the time, you're not right, especially with the wolves.
I'm very right all the time.
Not with those wolves.
I was very right about that.
No. Anyway,
comment says different.
This has been my 3x3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're still watching, like, share, subscribe. Part 3 will come out next week.
Don't say that. Probably though. We do have to film it. It'll be mine. It'll be so cool. I have no idea what's going to be on his. I had an idea of what was going to be on AJ's. Like Brad knew what was going to be on mine, but there were some that he didn't know were going to be on mine. Yeah, I was not expecting.
Made in Abyss.
Yeah, wasn't
Don Machi.
No, Made in Abyss doesn't surprise me. I was not expecting Demon Slayer, JoJo, Attack on Titan, or Don Machi.
Okay.
Now I did guess Bleach, Fairy Tail, and Black Clover.
Because this was like the first thing, yeah, obviously.
I would have said Naruto if I got another guess.
I mean, I could have put Assassination Classroom, or Konosuba, or Hunter x Hunter.
I wouldn't have been surprised if you had thrown Hunter x Hunter up here.
I wanted to, see, a lot of these could have been replaceable, but that's not an isekai either. Wait, technically it's an isekai because it can fall into the game world?
No. Because the game world's not even a game. They're still in the same place.
Okay, well, I mean, Konosuba's an isekai.
Yes, it is.
But I think that's the only one that I could have added My Hero, but I didn't.
Yeah, and then Shield Hero, that's an isekai.
Yeah.
Nick's favorite anime of all time, King's Game. I mean,
yeah,
weren't you a fan of Reincarnated as a Slime?
Yeah, but it's if you take the first season and you compare it to the season 2 that's going on right now, season 2 just blew season 1 out of the water. So I think season 1's trash.
Of Slime?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen any of season 2.
Like, it's too long to be that blah.
You know what's funny? Like, I have all this information about all these things, and I've never seen any of them.
Or quintessential quintuplets. Could have added that.
That's your harem choice. It's 5 girls.
Hey, it's not bad.
Nothing.
5 siblings that are twins. That are twins. They're twins. 5 siblings that are twins.
That's not real, but okay.
That's terrible math. That's super. That's like a dog.
That's like Brad math right there.
Nick's only into having a harem of girls if they're related.
Oh, that's fucked up. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment down below what you want us to do next, and we'll see you next week.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide indeed.